Hello friends, welcome to our channel Castor classes, and in this particular video I am going to discuss one problem based on the concepts whatever I have discussed in my previous video. The problem is taken from LET code, problem number 169, and the problem title is majority element. So what is majority element? So the question says, given an array of size n, find the majority element. So what is majority element? The majority element is the element that appears more than floor of n by 2 times. Okay, floor means it will always map n by 2, this particular term, to the nearest lowest integer. Okay, like suppose n by 2 is suppose 2.5, it will map to 2. Suppose n by 2 is 2.99, then also it will map to 2. Suppose n by 2 is 2.01, then also it will map to 2. And if n by 2 is the integer, suppose 2, 3, it will be that only, right? That this is basic floor operation. I think you all have studied in physics course or in your engineering semester courses. You may assume that the array is non-empty and the majority element always exists in the array. That is, there is no such test case for which there is no majority element is present. It will not happen. Suppose for example 1, 3, 2, 3. Okay, total length is how much? 3. So that will be majority element which is having the frequency or count greater than 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is what? 1.5. Floor of 1.5 is what? 1. So we have to find that element basically which is appearing more than one time. See, this number 2 is appearing only one time, whereas 3 is appearing more than one time. So output should be 3. If you consider this particular example, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. The length of the array is 7. 2 is appearing 4 times, 1 is appearing 3 times. Which is the majority element? As the length of the array or the list is 7, so we have to check that element for which the frequency is greater than floor of 7 by 2. Floor of 7 by 2 is how much? That is floor of 3.5, that is 3. So which element is appearing more than 3 times? That is 2. So output should be 2. Now, I hope you have understood the problem statement. Now try to write one code. Try to first think about one algorithm which can be used to solve this particular problem. Implement that. Check whether it is giving correct output or not. If it is not giving correct output, no need to worry. Here I am explaining. Okay. What I can do, I can traverse in the input array. I'll be taking or extracting one by one element, and I'll be finding the count or the frequency of the corresponding element. If the count value is greater than n by 2, we will be declaring that as majority element and we will return that. As simple as that, right? So for I in nums, okay, if nums dot count of I is greater than length of the list by 2, and if you want to apply the floor operation, you can do like this: e equal to int of length of num by 2. Okay, because for positive numbers the floor of any number is nothing but, if you just remove the part after the decimal point, that is nothing but the floor result, like floor of 2.5. so you remove the 0.5 part, you will be getting 2, which is the basically floor of 2.5, right? You can execute like this also, no issue in that. So if this condition is satisfied, return I. That's all. So let us run our code and check whether it is giving correct output or not for this particular test case. So some error we are getting. Okay, so our array name or list name is nums, so we have to write this one. Now let us check for the first test case whether it is passing or not. Yep. For first test case 3, 2, 3, output is 3, expected is also 3. Let us check with second test case. As let me just copy this, Control C, go to test case part, just paste that, Control V. Now let us run. We should get output as 2, right? That is the expected output. See, your output is 2, expected output is also 2. So for the sample test case, it is perfectly working. Now let us submit our code and check hidden test cases are passed or not. It will take some time to compute. Let us check. See, The status is time limit exceeded. For which test case we are getting time limit exceeded? Let us check. Oh my god, very huge test case. 1 to 1 to how much it goes? Oh my god. Okay. So no need to worry. Here I am just 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. See, this is a very huge size list. And now if you apply our algorithm which I have shown you, that is giving time complexity error, right? So what is happening? Why this is happening? Let us try to understand. See, one for loop we are applying here, okay? And here nums dot count of I will also take O of n time complexity. Because to get the count or frequency value, we have to traverse the whole list once more. So basically the overall time complexity of the code is O of n square, which is raising to time complexity error. And in competitive programming or in placement process, this is a very common question, frequently asked question. Okay, they ask because most of the students will apply this particular logic. Okay, there is one beautiful trick to solve this particular problem, lesser than O of n square time complexity. And what is that? If there is majority element present in our array, then you can find it easily. Just you need to follow two steps. Step 1, you sort the array, okay? Then you just get the element corresponding to the n by 2 index, okay? And that will be your majority element. The algorithm I am explaining with this particular example. Understand it very carefully. Some intuition also you can apply and you can clearly understand. Suppose my array is having length 5, elements are A, B, C, A. What is the majority element? A. Now see, whatever the A value with respect to B or C may be, A may be maximum, A may be minimum, A may be in between the range of B and C, does not matter. But what I have told you, after sorting in ascending order, always what will happen? Always the n by 2 index element will be your majority element. So what is n by 2 for our this particular case? N by 2 is nothing but 5 by 2. Okay, obviously you cannot say 5 by 2 is 2.5, so 2.5 cannot be index because index are always integer. So what we will do in Python, we will apply double forward slash, so it will give me only the integer part, okay, which is basically 2. Okay, so we will first sort our array and or input list, and we will find the element corresponding to the index in /2. See how it is applied. Suppose just consider A less than B less than C, that is C is the maximum, B is the middle value, A is the minimum. Then if you sort your array using sort method which I have discussed earlier, you will be getting this list as after sorting A, B, C. What is the second index element? CA. Okay, that is, this is the majority element, right? So it is matching our algorithm. Let us take some other order. A greater than B greater than C. That is, A is the maximum. Then our after sorting we will be getting this kind of array C, B, A. Now see, here also the second index element is A. Okay, here also we are getting the majority element using that. And this is what about whole intuition of the algorithm, that we are checking two extreme cases. See why this is happening, try to understand. Our one element is appearing more than n by 2 times. So obviously if it is starting from extreme left corner of the array or extreme right corner, then also at least one element will go up to n by 2 index. See, here we have checked this case and this case. For both the case, one element is appearing at n by 2 index. So for all other case, obviously it will appear, right? Like B greater than A greater than C, I have taken other order. Now see, after sorting we will be getting this kind of array C, A, B. So n by 2, second index element is again A. Suppose C greater than A greater than B. Here also second index element is A. You can verify for any arrangement, any input. Here I have just shown you with length as 5, you take any array, okay, you just sort the array, and if there is majority element, always n by 2 index position will be the majority element. Let me just show you with one more example. Suppose I am taking this particular example, okay, 2 2 1 1 1 2 2, okay, let me paste here. So what will happen, see, output will be 1 1 1 2 2 2 2, right? So here also you can see what is the length of our array, 1 2 3 4 5 7, right? What is the n double slash 2, that is 3, right? 7 double slash 2 is 3 because 3.5. So if we take only the integer part, that is 3, quotient part, that is 3. So at third index is this one, see, 2 is appearing, which is the majority element. You can check for all other test case, you can make test case by your own and verify this algorithm. Always it will work. So what we will do, just remove this code and here you implement nums dot sort and then return nums, and index is what I have told you, length of the array, and take the quotient part after dividing by 2, because this will apply like floor operation. Okay, so let me just run the code and check whether it is applied on our this sample test case or not. Sample test case passed. Now it's time to check hidden test cases. Let us check whether our algorithm is applied on all the hidden test cases or not. See, status is success. Okay, so it is successfully applied on all the hidden test cases, and you can check the runtime. Runtime is 95.28% faster than other online submission in Python 3 code. Okay, in Python 3 language. So this algorithm you just try to keep in your mind. Actually, if you understand it, you can remember this very easily. And believe me, this is frequently asked question in placement process. Okay, this type of problems which are frequently asked in placement process, I will try to cover in the optimized solution way. And you just stay tuned with our videos, check all the videos serially, whatever playlist we have created, check according to that, because we have tried to arrange the example problems according to the topics. And if you find this video helpful, please like, share and comment. Subscribe our channel if you have not subscribed till now, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you for watching.